Hi friends, hope you're all well and thank you for joining me. I want to talk about how we find out what we actually want. Whether that is what sort of car we want, what sort of house we want, what sort of relationship that we want. What is it that you want? And is it actually what you truly want? Or is it the ego for some weird and wonderful reason that makes you believe that that is what you want? Or are you influenced by somebody else to think that they're either doing so well, so that's what I want. I want what they have. But is it really something that resonates with you and what you actually, truly, and honestly want? And how do we find that out? Because most of the time when you sit quietly and ask, what is it that I want? What is that? Most of the time you sort of have an idea of in what area do you want to, what sort of job you want, what sort of car you want if you're looking for another one, or what sort of relationship you want, or it could be anything. And so just sit down and say, well, this is what I want. I already know what I want. But then to dig deeper, you have to question that and say, hypothetically, I want a green Jaguar, and it's got not 4 paws but 4 tires. And then go, well, why do I want that? Because I'm going to look so cool in it. But is that really what you want deep down? What is that? What is it? What if you are so insistent of looking cool and maybe attractive, do you think that you need that car to portray yourself as something valuable? Are you not valuable enough by yourself? And so you can sort of see where I'm going with this. Do you really want that car? For what reason? Is it so you can look good? Why is that? Are you hoping to pick up a girl or a guy with a status symbol? Is it because someone else has got a Jaguar and you go, wow, they're pretty cool, I want one too? So is it a competition? Which one has the best Jaguar? Or is it, I need something because I feel so bad about myself, I need something to make me feel good? Well, I can tell you right now, that Jaguar isn't going to hit the spot. It might do for a little while, but because it is a thing that you buy and in your external environment, it's not going to change how you feel, because the feeling of fulfillment, or rather say that, the feeling of fulfillment and joy and happiness has to come from internal first before it can reflect to your outside world. So being bluntly honest with yourself is sometimes very scary. And if you dig deep, saying you wake up one morning and see someone having a green Jaguar and say, I want one. Sit down and say, well, why is that? Why do you want it? Because I'm going to look fantastic. What's the reason why you feel the need for you to look fantastic? Is it because you don't feel good about yourself? Is it because you're trying to portray something that you're not actually? And so when you dig deeper into those layers, you will find the true reason why you actually want that car, or that job, or that relationship, or whatever it might be. And when you come to that conclusion of saying, well, maybe I just don't feel that I am worth anything to somebody else. Is that why I need a nice looking car? To attract somebody? But I can tell you right now, you're only going to attract the wrong people for the wrong reason. And if you're hoping to pick up somebody, start a conversation in relation to your car, in hope that that person goes further, then you're probably it's not going to last, because it's for the wrong reason, and you're vibrating on a level of lack within yourself. And the people that you are going to attract are going to be the same vibration as yourself. And it's difficult to deal with sometimes, because things will come up, and things that you didn't realize really, or you didn't want to see it, because it's not something that you want to admit even to yourself. But the difference in the outcome, if you do that, if you're brave enough to look at why you're making the choices that you make, and to be happy, a choice that makes you truly happy, rather than, buying a thing or traveling overseas because you can say that you've done that, and wow, he or she's traveled to so many countries, they must be whatever, I'm envious, or you being portrayed as a free spirit that everybody wants to be, or whatever it might be. But why is it then so important to be seen in that way? Is that that's something that you wish to portray within yourself, and you feel the need to show that to others? So in fact, all those trips that you're going to do, they're not for you. They're to impress others, maybe. unless you actually have a longing to travel for yourself. And so the difference might be is that you would just go. You wouldn't tell anyone because it's not really none of their business. And you wouldn't post it all over Facebook or on YouTube because it's none of their business, really. And you're not actually out to flaunt it, right? You're not actually out to, you just go and buy your Jaguar and absolutely love it to bits and polish it every day and keep it in the garage under a cover, but you don't tell anyone. And so if you find out the absolute truth about the reason why you want that thing, why you want to do what you do, why you want whatever it might be, if you find out the absolute true reason for you wanting that, then you can wake up every morning, if you have your dream job that you always wanted. That might be sitting in front of a computer doing admin. It could be anything, and you absolutely love it because you've done it for the right reason. Or you might travel the world and you absolutely love it. There's no place you would rather be than somewhere in Rajasthan or Korea or wherever it might be. But make sure that you find out and dig deep on what it is that you actually, truly, honestly want. Because the difference is, if you don't, you will look at that thing or that job or that relationship or your travels and go, well, hang on a minute, it's not really what I want. And you're still not going to be happy. Happiness comes from doing stuff that you love. The time floats away and it doesn't, it's like being on a holiday every day. Versus, you don't want to get out of bed because you don't want to go to that place to do that work that you don't want to do. There is nothing worse than doing something that you hate. And it's the difference in your health and your mental state and your overall well-being will be drastic. If you do stuff that you hate, you don't want to be there, you don't want to do what you're doing, then you are going to suffer big time, because that's what it is. So if you do something that you don't like, how are you going to feel? Versus doing something that you absolutely love. There's a world of difference, and the world of difference will put its mark on you as a person, your mental state, your health, your happiness, your crankiness, your irritability, your way of coping. So do yourself a massive big favor in really trying to figure out why you want the things that you want. Write them down and go, why do I do it? Why do I want this? And then go, this is what I want. Why do you want it? Well, this is why I want it. And Why is it that you want that? Because it tends to shift the deeper you go down. And question the reason, the mental reason, the feeling. Why do you feel that you want that? Not just your thinking. What does your heart say? It's interesting. And we all think we want stuff that we look at later and go, oh, I don't know why I even got this. Or, well, I didn't really want to travel here. I don't even like it. But at the end of the day, you've learned something. But it's important to review and be bluntly honest with yourself. So sit quietly where no one's looking or watching or judging you, because you don't need that. This is your life. You won't do whatever the hell you want with it. But do what you love. Because if you don't, if you hate something, you're going to accumulate karma. I'm going to leave it here. Sit quietly and question your motive and your reason why you want what you want. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your results are and how many layers, this is interesting, how many layers you go down to actually find out what it is that you truly want and why you want it. Thank you for joining me, and send me a note. I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you soon.